forecast, small chance of rain for your day today, very similar to what we're going to be seeing in Yakima. Upper 30s, lower 40s for your day today. Lots of clouds. Again, that small chance of rain affecting our region. In the Mid-Columbia, once again, very similar. Upper 30s, lower 40s, cloudy day, little bit, some sprinkles across your day. In the Blue Mountain region, however, more chance of rain, possible snowy conditions, maybe some rain-snow mix, and our hot spot looks to be Pilot Rock at 44, low spot in the Blue Mountain region, Oregon at 39.
All right, very good. Thank you. Well, Ian McShane steps into the shoes of an assassin who learns too much about his target in his latest film. Rick Demiello reports.
The
target will be here in a couple of days. Get your holiday time in now.
Ian McShane is an assassin on one final assignment in American Star.
I'm Gloria
Wilson.
What do you do?
Security. I deal mainly with business.
He just happens to have the profession he does, but it's a man who's, reached a stage in his life where he's a loner. He comes to an island to do a job. The intel is bad.
The movie was filmed in the Canary Islands, including the location of the actual shipwreck, which gives the movie its name.
This ship, the American Star.
It's on the other side of the island. Do you always go on holiday alone?
I like meeting people.
We started on the Monday, and 5 weeks later we finished, and we all went home. And it was it's great doing an independent movie because nobody's over your shoulder. You get to make the film you wanted to make.
Someone turned up. What kind of intel is this?
Rule number one, the less you know about the target, the better.
As long as a movie fulfills its purpose, which is, I think, takes you somewhere else, and you're glad to be in that place for an hour and a half, however long it takes, that's what the movie should do. All good movies should do it.
I'll finish this job.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
I love a good spy movie.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, well, let's take a live look outside. Right now, we've got cloudy conditions heading across our region today, and also foggy conditions. Visibility impacted this morning. I'll have more in my first alert forecast coming up.
But we are on your side with this story as the snow lines the roadways. Who's responsible? Plus, we're following up with the Republican presidential nomination. The news at 6 coming up next. All right, good morning, everybody. That was Emily Goodell from last night.
Yes, thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
All right, I'm Austin Reed. We've made it to Tuesday. Have you ever seen Jim, real quick, I'm not supposed to crosstalk, so that's where we're kind of heavy right now. So just stay with us, everybody, but I have something funny to tell you. So let's see, just after 6 o'clock on this Tuesday, I'm Austin Reed. That is Riley Fitzgerald. Quick look at the forecast.
Yeah, let's take a live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. We see that fog outside. It's going to be impacting us this morning. I had a tough time seeing when I was outside this morning on my way to work because of that fog. Visibility impacted for a lot of us, mostly here in the Tri-Cities. Some rain affecting our areas, mostly hitting the Blue Mountain region. More rain-snow mix expected tomorrow. Rain-snow mix heading across our region this morning. So wet roads, be careful when you're out there driving. Once again, most visibility is impacting the Tri-Cities, Little and Cleella, and sprinkled here otherwise. So remember that there is going to be a little fog on your way out the door this morning. Patchy if you do see it. Temperatures right now just above the freezing level, so a little bit on the, I would say, warmer side. We had some single digits last week, so a little bit warmer than we saw definitely last week. Upper 30s for your day today in Yakima. Lots of clouds affecting our region. Upper 30s in the Tri-Cities. Upper 30s, lower 40s in the Blue Mountain region. Some more rain hitting this morning. Have a fantastic Tuesday. I'll send it back to Austin.
All right, Riley, we'll see you in just a bit. Hey, this just into the Apple Valley News Now newsroom at 6:03. Several school districts have just announced delays this morning. First off, we've got the East Valley, Sela, Highland, Natchez, Union Gap, West Valley, and Yakima school districts are all on a 2-hour delay. Stay with us online. We'll have more closings or delays if there are any, and we'll bring them to you online and on air. You know, this comes as snow removal is becoming more of a hot topic recently, and the large snowfall means it's more difficult to clean up. However, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us it's not always clear who is responsible for snow removal. Here she is.
The city is responsible for removing snow on the main roads, while businesses and homeowners are responsible for their own sidewalks. But that responsibility gets a little bit murkier when it comes to rentals. Rick Glenn with Yakima Valley Landlords Association says in his experience, everyone has a different approach.
Obviously, the funnest thing is when the landlord takes care of it all and the tenant doesn't have to do anything. But at the same time, the tenant wants the rent to be as low as possible, so a lot of times you kind of enter into a cooperative agreement.
But Lisa Eichler with Yakima County Volunteer Attorney Services says the legal responsibility for snow removal isn't always clear.
If it's not written into your lease one way or the other, then you rely upon Washington state law. And the state law says rely upon the local municipality. So if there's nothing really written in there, it's going to fall usually on the tenant to clear the stuff out.
If you're in a duplex townhouse or a home with your own driveway or section of sidewalks, snow removal is likely your responsibility, unless your rental agreement says otherwise. But if it's an apartment complex with shared parking or driveways,
then the landlord is arguably going to be the one that needs to take care of snow removal.
But landlords are responsible for things like heating.
If the residence is not livable, and that would include having heat, water, electricity, then the landlord is not abiding by their requirements.
If your pipes freeze and break, it's also up to the landlord to fix them. But
if they can show that it was by some action that the tenant took or failed to take, they can bill the tenant for it.
Your best bet to look at your rental agreement to see who's responsible for snow removal. But
you can always check with your landlord and see what the options are. I have tenants that say, hey, if you can just leave a snow shovel here or leave some ice melt, I'll be happy just to take care of it.
Regardless of who ends up being responsible for that snow removal, the city does require that those sidewalks be cleared off. And if you have a fire hydrant near your house, it's important to clear that out as well, just in case. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Apple Valley News Now's Emily on your side. Thank you for that. We are following developing news here at 6:06. Former President Trump's biggest Republican challenger has now dropped out of the race for the White House. But despite Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' suspension of his campaign, you'll still see his name on Washington primary ballots coming up in March. Here's our Alyssa Warner.
Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Chris Christie. These are the Republican presidential candidates that Washington voters will see on the primary ballot coming up in March. The problem is only 2 of those candidates are actually still in the running. The director of elections for the Washington Secretary of State's office, Stuart Holmes, says once the ballots are set, the state is not allowed to make changes.
The ballots will contain all 5 candidates. If voters vote for them, those will be counted.
The state is required to list the candidates offered up by the Republican and Democratic parties.
January 9th was the deadline for political parties to submit the list of candidates they wanted to appear on the ballot.
But on January 10th, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie ended his latest campaign after a hot mic moment caught criticizing former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley.
She's going to get smoked, and you and I both know it. She's not up to this.
Days later, tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy dropped out, saying he's supporting former President Trump instead. And Florida Governor Ron DeSantis bowed out on Sunday with a similar message.
It's clear to me that a majority of Republican primary voters want to give Donald Trump another chance. He has my endorsement because we can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear.
There were legal efforts to get former President Trump forcefully taken off the primary ballot in Washington, but 2 judges dismissed those challenges last week. State officials say they're effectively running the primary on behalf of the major political parties, but the state will hand over those results to the parties themselves for a final decision at the national level.
If the voters cast a ballot for one of those dropped out candidates, it will still be counted and provided to the party for their nominating process. and they will choose to use that to whatever degree they'd like at the party.
Alyssa Warner, Apple Valley News Now.
Alyssa, thank you for that. 6:08. Let's take a live look at your morning weather forecast. Hey, Riley.
Hey, Austin. A bit of warming trend affecting us. Some rain in the forecast. More coming tomorrow. Fog, we can see it outside, possibly affecting your drive today. I'll have more in your extended forecast coming up.
It is a foggy morning. Plus, the mother of a teen who committed a mass school shooting in Michigan is headed to trial on involuntary manslaughter charges in an unusual effort to pin criminal responsibility on his parents for the deaths of 4 students. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Applying for Social Security disability benefits is the easy part. It's the winning that's tough.
Unfortunately, Social Security denies most people.
The best way to increase your chances of winning benefits is by hiring a lawyer.
I've helped more people win disability benefits than any other attorney in Central Washington.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411, Bothwell and Hamill.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus in Kennewick now accepting new patients for primary care. We offer patient-specific solutions for physical, mental, and emotional health concerns. You'll receive quality one-on-one time with our medical professionals and experienced support team. Begin your new health plan with today's best technologies and facilities for the whole family. Play hard, live well at the PC. Call us at 509-783-5465 today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Valley Nissan is your new Nissan Rogue headquarters. Over 25 new Rogues to choose from, all on the lot and clearly marked with low sale prices. Drive home a new 2023 Rogue for as low as $27,990. And listen to this, interest rates as low as 0%. So why wait? Price, selection, and low APR financing. The time to buy is now. The place to buy is Valley Nissan. So come see us today. Valley Nissan is your new Rogue headquarters.
Get ready to spin, win, and end January with cash at Wild Horse Resort and Casino in the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza Grand Prize Drawing. Use your Club Wildcard to earn entries every day. Then join us this Saturday, January 27th, for a chance to take home the grand prize of $5,000 cash during the Mega Spin finale. Will you take home the grand prize? Keep playing in February for more chances to spin and win. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back, everybody. It is 6:12 on this Tuesday. A trial gets underway in Michigan today, stemming from a deadly school shooting. But it's not the shooter on trial, it's his mother. Here's ABC's Lionel Moisey with the story.
This morning, jury selection is set to begin in the trial of Jennifer Crumbly. Her son Ethan opened fire at his high school in Oxford, Michigan in 2021, killing 4 students. This rare case attempting to hold the parent of a school shooter criminally accountable.
There's a lot of questions that need answers still. We're over 2 years without those answers.
Both Jennifer and her husband James are charged with involuntary manslaughter for buying the semi-automatic handgun used in the attack and for allegedly ignoring their son's pleas for help related to mental health concerns. If convicted, they could face up to 60 years in prison.
The second layer of accountability is absolutely 100% the parents.
Ethan has already pleaded guilty to the murders and was sentenced to life without parole. His lawyers are now appealing that sentence. His mother's trial, although rare, follows 2 recent high-profile cases of parents being held accountable.
You're entering pleas of guilty.
Robert Cremo Jr. was sentenced to 60 days in prison for helping his son get the gun used in the deadly Highland Park, Illinois July 4th parade shooting. And in Virginia, the mother of a 6-year-old who shot his first-grade teacher was sentenced to 21 months in prison. Back in Michigan, Linda Watson, whose son was wounded at Oxford High, hopes the trial beginning today leads to change.
I hope that this case is precedent setting. Perhaps that will go a small amount of way, if not a big amount of way, into preventing something like this.
Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
6:13 now, still ahead after a deadly downed power line took the lives of 3 people in Portland. Yesterday, I spoke with experts to see what you should do if you are ever in that kind of situation. And live look from our Legend Skycam. Riley is working on your Tuesday forecast. It's 33 degrees. Good morning, Northwest.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
In the heart of Tri-Cities wine country, you'll find the Goose Ridge Richland Tasting Room. Located in the center of our vineyards is an opportunity to enjoy life through wines, hard ciders, Monson Ranch spirits, light bites, and live music at Goose Ridge. More than you'd expect, more than just a winery.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, fun, practical, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the 2023 Kia Forte LXS at Overturf Kia and make a bold impression when you ride in style. Now, just $19,999. Plus, get 3.9% interest for up to 48 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that is on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
A small historic town in Idaho's Bitterroot Mountains.
It's really unparalleled. 2 ski resorts are 15 minutes away from here.
Wallace.
The entire city's on the National Register of Historic Places.
Fly the Northwest.
Just take a look around. It's gorgeous.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
I've tried to meditate with Kelly before, and I'll look over and she's going, this is so stupid.
I like it nice and noisy.
Oh, okay.
Next live, Ken Jeong and Jennifer Nettles.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Lots of this fog out this morning. You're probably going to see it if you're out driving, and most of the areas mostly hitting the Tri-Cities. We'll see that map in just a little bit. Humidity at 100%, and we can see it in the air. So our visibility definitely impacted. If you're out driving, stay safe. Also some water on the roads from some rain that's hanging out in our areas. Throughout this morning, more rain, possible rain-snow mix expected for tomorrow morning. But let's take a look at this morning so far. Currently on our radar, we're seeing this rain-snow mix heading across our areas, so you might see some sprinkles this morning. More sprinkles on the way later today. On our visibility map, we do see the Tri-Cities is at that 0, so between half a mile and a quarter mile in some areas, mostly patchy fog across a lot of our areas, also affecting the Cle Elum area, and more fog sprinkled throughout the rest of our region. Let's take a look at our futurecast. We're seeing a lot of clouds this morning, some sprinkled showers, just mostly hanging out, mostly going to be hanging out in the Walla Walla area throughout this morning, drying up a little bit towards the afternoon into the evening, but we've got a push of rain, showers, and snow in the mountains coming starting tomorrow morning. So it's going to be crossing our region all across our areas by tomorrow morning and into the rest of the day, mostly just sprinkled showers, specifically hanging out in the Blue Mountain region. So some snow mix in the mountainous areas, mostly in the Blues and in the Cascades. That's where we're going to be seeing snow in the higher elevations, starting mostly overnight tonight and overnight on Wednesday night. Let's take a look at our temps right now. We're seeing mostly just above the freezing mark, so 33 across most of the board. Let's take a look at our highs for today. Upper 30s, lower 40s for the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, also upper 30s, even a 40 there in Hermiston. And in the Blue Mountain region, we're seeing lower 40s. A little warmer than we saw yesterday. Let's take a look at our temps for this evening. Mostly just sitting around the freezing mark or below. Wet conditions picking up overnight. Be sure to watch out for the for ice on the roadways. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, we see more showers, more rain, snow mix picking up midweek and into our weekend. Overnight lows in Yakima this week are just below that freezing mark. In the Tri-Cities, lows around the freezing mark. Highs sticking around upper 30s, heading into the lower 40s by the end of the week. Possible rain snow mix heading our way tomorrow. And in the Blue Mountain region, rain snow mix today, possibly tomorrow as well. More showers affecting us here in the Walla Walla area. So remember, there's fog affecting us this morning. Be sure to drive safe, definitely, and some showers possibly picking up today, but more tomorrow on the way. Have a fantastic Tuesday.
All right, Riley, thank you for that. So last week in Portland, a power line fell on a parked car, killing 3 people inside and seriously injuring a baby. Yesterday, I looked for answers on what not to do if you are in a similar situation.
The Washington State Patrol just investigated a collision out in the Benton City area this week where someone drove into a power pole. The lines came down on the vehicle.
It is something that doesn't happen every day. But when or if it does, it is critical to know how not to be a victim.
What we want you to do is stay inside your vehicle. Do not get out.
We also spent the day with Travis Scott, Utility Safety Manager with Benton Public Utilities Department. He invited us into his office in Kennewick.
Here's what the concern is the tires actually act like insulators. So if this energized conductor lays on your car becomes energized.
Benton PUD also has this helpful video.
Touch potential is risk of electrocution based on one part of the body touching an energized object like a car while simultaneously touching the ground. Electricity flows from the vehicle through the body and into the ground, essentially making me into a human jumper cable, which would be bad.
On their website, Scott tells me while the landscape sure is different here in eastern Washington compared to northwestern Oregon, especially when it comes to tall trees, the same rules apply here when it comes to power lines. So let's say you've already called 911, you're waiting for help, but maybe 2 things happen. Either your vehicle's engine catches on fire or you are experiencing a medical emergency. Here's what to do. You can safely open your vehicle's door. The most important thing, when you jump out, go like this, both feet together, and then shuffle away at least 50 feet.
It's hard to remember. I mean, this is all we do is power, so we understand the touch potential and the step potential. But for the general public, when you hit a power pole or you come across an intersection where there's an accident and there's power lines down, you don't see electricity, so you just see the effects, so you don't think about the dangers that are there.
Trooper Thorson with Washington State Patrol says they work hand in hand with the utility company.
Just stay calm. Stay in your vehicle. There's no need to get out and call 911, and we will get all the emergency personnel coming to you.
Is it safe to call somebody?
Yeah, it is safe to call somebody. You're in no way interfering with the conductor or you're not completing the circuit or anything like that.
On your Yeah, we are on your side with that story. Our thanks to Travis and the trooper for kind of giving us the 411 all about that. I know it's just one of those things that you don't think of, but if you know what to do, it could save your life. Other news at 6:23 now. According to the King County Sheriff's Office, the last known remains in the Green River Killer have been identified. We're talking about the Green River Killer case. First found in 2003, the remains belong to Tammy Lyles. She was confirmed as a victim in 1988 after dental records matched remains found in a different location. The forensic genealogy team contracted by the Sheriff's Office managed to build a successful DNA profile last year. Police then got a DNA sample from the mother of the victim to confirm the identification. Gary Ridgway was convicted of killing 49 women as the Green River Killer. He pleaded guilty in order to avoid the death penalty. 6:24 now on this 23rd of January. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, oh, look at that baby. Baby clothing brand Kite Baby is, under fire. This is kind of a sad story. And facing a customer boycott after turning down an employee's request to work remotely while she cared for her premature baby who is still in the hospital. We'll be back with this story. It's still cute babies on your screen. Stay with us.
It's the final days of the Epic Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Find epic savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Plus, no interest until January 2028. Epic styles, epic selection, all with epic savings. Only at Furniture Row. Hurry, sale ends soon.
When it comes to your loved ones, you want the best care possible. Being home surrounded by the things you love is vital for quality of life. That's where affordable at-home care comes in. We offer personalized home care plans to fit your specific needs. And for all new customers, your first hour is always free. Our experienced, loving, and caring staff is dedicated to serving you. Call us today for a free consultation. At Affordable in Home Care, we do more than just visit.
Have you tried to reach your internet company lately?
Your wait time will be 45 minutes.
At Washington Broadband, we have techs right here in Yakima, so you have a friend to help you through your technology issues. We even have after-hours help.
Washington Broadband, how can I help you?
In this difficult time when every other business is raising their prices, we still haven't in 28 years of serving Yakima, not even fuel charges. We will be your consistent local internet. Washington Broadband, your original hometown source to the world.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
The outdoors come indoors at the 30th Annual Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 26th, 27th, and 28th at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Watch the amazing tricks and feats of the Border Collie Performance Team. Buy, sell, or trade at the Sportsman Show Marketplace. See hourly hunting and fishing seminars and the Kids Fishing Pond. 2 buildings full of exhibitors, boats, RVs, pickups, ATVs, and more. It's the Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 26th through 28th in Pasco. Don't miss it.
And now a joke from Yolk's Fresh Market. What are dogs called in the winter? Chili dogs!
It's the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Like the Summit, now only $332.49. Or save $100 on any Doctor's Choice Hybrid. Plus, no interest until January 2028 and free shipping. Hurry, the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
At 6:27 in Texas, one mother's fight to work remotely igniting a debate online and forcing a CEO to apologize. Here's ABC's Rihanna Nally.
This morning, a popular baby clothing company is facing a consumer boycott after an employee's request to work remotely while her newborn is in the hospital. was denied.
Hey everyone.
Marissa Hughes of Texas adopted a son in December when she worked for Kite Baby, a company that sells infant sleep sacks and clothing. Hughes' premature baby is hospitalized in the neonatal intensive care unit 9 hours away from her home in Dallas. She says her request to work remotely was denied, and she was fired after not returning from her allotted 2-week maternity leave. Hughes shared her story online, and the backlash was swift. Other parents sharing videos showing them tossing their Kite Baby products.
I will never give Kite Baby another dime of my money.
Now, the CEO of Kite Baby has posted 2 apology videos after her first was criticized as being insincere.
I wanted to hop on here to sincerely apologize to Marissa.
In her new apology video, the CEO offered Hughes a new position with the company, in addition to announcing policy changes.
It was scripted. I memorized it. I just basically just read it. It wasn't sincere. This was a terrible decision. I was insensitive, selfish.
But Hughes responding, saying it would not be appropriate for her to return to the company.
We're really encouraged to hear that there will be some changes made for current and future employees at the company.
All right, thank you for that report. Hughes says her son could be in the hospital until March. 6:29. Coming up, GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley is hoping to deliver an upset victory in New Hampshire's presidential primary today, while former President Trump is hoping to deliver a fatal blow to the former South Carolina governor's campaign by notching another commanding win. Stay with us.
Injured by a big truck? My winning experience in trucking cases makes me a good choice to help you. I've been there and done that many times. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Bruno! Bruno!
Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, road makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 NMAC cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
February is American Heart Month. Join us in going red for women Friday, February 2nd at Desert Wind Winery in Prosser for a heart healthy luncheon with guest speaker Prosser Memorial Health cardiologist Dr. Karan Vadi and MC Shay Frechette. Event proceeds benefit the Prosser Memorial Health Foundation. Tickets are just $50 each and available online now at prosserhealth.foundation or by calling 509-786-6601.
Looking for a car with more room for adventure? Make your presence known when you drive away in a new 2024 Kia Sportage LX with all-wheel drive from Overturf Kia. Now only $29,999. Plus, get 4.25% interest for up to 48 months. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Get ready to spin, win, and end January with cash at Wild Horse Resort and Casino in the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza Grand Prize Drawing. Use your club wild card to earn entries every day. Then join us this Saturday, January 27th, for a chance to take home the grand prize of $5,000 cash during the Mega Spin finale. Will you take home the grand prize? Keep playing in February for more chances to spin and win. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
We've got a big problem. What else is new?
Wednesday, February 7th, the Connors are back.
I'm scared, Daddy.
Doing what they do best.
Darlene, you've always been the messenger of doom.
I'm a little rusty, but looking forward to getting back on that horse.
It's a brand new season, and they're all in.
For new boyfriends, the ante is $25.
I'm gonna take all your money and your daughter.
Only half of that bothers me.
The Connors, season premiere February 7th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Injured by a big truck? My winning experience in trucking cases makes me a good choice to help you. I've been there and done that many times. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Right now at 6:30, as the last major challenger in Donald Trump's way to the Republican nomination, Nikki Haley is hoping New Hampshire voters turn out to support her in large numbers. Plus, pressure for a federal immigration bill is growing now that SCOTUS is letting Border Patrol take down razor wire Texas put up.
And cloudy conditions and a dense fog advisory this morning. Visibility is being impacted by patchy fog early this morning. Will we see rain today? I'll tell you in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everybody. SCOTUS?
SCOTUS.
SCOTUS.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Like POTUS, President of the United States.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why I can't get that. It's the second time I've said that wrong this morning. But hey, it's early. It's foggy. Not as chilly as last week at this time.
Correct. Yes.
So, 6:34. Good morning, everybody. I'm Austin Reed.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Let's hop straight into weather.
Okay.
Let's take a live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. The National Weather Service has now issued a dense fog advisory this morning until 10 o'clock through some of our regions, and you can see exactly why on your screen. We've got fog outside, humidity 100% right now, 33 degrees. So let's take a look at what's ahead. Visibility impacted on your drive this morning. If you're seeing that fog, it's mostly impacting the Tri-Cities this morning. Some rain for your day today, crossing our regions in little snippets, and more rain, possible snow mix heading our way tomorrow. Let's take a look at our radar. We see this rain snow mix that's crossing some of our areas, mostly heading towards Prosser and the Tri-Cities right now, but did impact Yakima and Toppenish earlier on today. So wet roads once again for your day today. If we take a look at our visibility map, we're seeing where this dense fog is located. As I said, the Tri-Cities and where it usually is around the mountains and Cle Elum. So those mountain passes, be very, very safe today. If you're heading out driving, could impact your drive today. If we take a look at our temps right now, mostly in the lower 30s, just above freezing. We're going to get to the upper 30s today across Yakima, the Tri-Cities, and in Walla Walla. I have more weather to come in my full forecast. That's on the way, but I'll send it to Austin.
All right, Riley, we appreciate that. Big story we're following here at 6:35. The first votes in the New Hampshire primary were cast overnight. It was not good news for former President Trump. He was swept by Nikki Haley, 6 votes to 0. In a tiny town called Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, which continued its tradition of casting votes at midnight. But polls show that Dixville Notch may not be a completely reliable indicator of how things will play out later today across that state. New this morning, ABC's Melissa Adon is in Manchester with the very latest.
Midnight voting in Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, kicking off the first in the nation primary. The town following tradition, and all 6 voters picking former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley as their Republican presidential nominee. Haley spent yesterday crisscrossing New Hampshire trying to convince voters to deliver her an upset victory.
We can't be a country in disarray and have a world on fire and go through 4 more years of chaos because we won't survive it.
Former President Trump's former rivals in the Republican primary have officially thrown their support behind him, repeatedly interrupted by protesters.
I was also honored. She's back.
As the former president accused Nikki Haley of courting Democrats, calling her unelectable.
So if you want a losing candidate who puts America last, vote for Nikki Haley.
It's an uphill battle for Haley. Polls show her trailing by double digits.
I love her. Okay, she has the new style of what we need down in Washington D.C.
If they don't like him, I like him. So I think he'll help out the country.
Meanwhile, the New Hampshire Attorney General's office says it's investigating reports of an apparent robocall that used artificial intelligence to mimic President Biden, advising people in the state not to vote in the primary. The White House says the call was not recorded by the president. Today, Biden, Vice President Harris, and their spouses are set to hold a rally together in Virginia to discuss abortion access. The primary in South Carolina, that's Haley's home state, is next month, but polls there already show Trump leading by more than 30 points. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
All right, Melissa, a new report shows Texas has spent billions of dollars to try to curb illegal crossings into its state. CBS News Texas obtained a report about Governor Greg Abbott's effort known as Operation Lone Star. Abbott launched the program nearly 3 years ago. It's revealed his state has spent about $10 billion during that time. Now, the report says law enforcement has detained nearly 500,000 migrants. The state's Department of Public Safety also says nearly 40,000 people are facing criminal charges. Meantime, Texas has taken several steps to protect the border, including erecting razor wire and other barriers, and it has deployed more state troopers along its border. Leaders say they had to act because the federal government has not done enough to secure the border. 6:39 now. We're going to take a look at your Tuesday weather forecast. Hey, Riley, it's foggy.
It is foggy, and the National Weather Service put out a dense fog advisory for much of our region, mostly the Yakima and Tri-Cities areas. Bit of a warming trend affecting us, some rain in the forecast, but biggest thing this morning until noon, we're seeing this fog. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
Also ahead, if you're a dog lover, animal lover, listen up. We're going to introduce you to Kobe the Husky, who is being rewarded for alerting his owner to a gas leak in the yard. Man, I wish my Chihuahua would do something like that for me. We'll be right back.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. So I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but U.S. Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
Get any phone free when you switch.
Two iconic rock bands, one night of history. The Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship. Live on Cloud 9 Tour. Saturday, March 9th, the Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. All the hits. All the history. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino Gift Shop. The Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. Saturday, March 9th.
More epic than a stampede of beach stallions. More epic than a buttery tail whip. More epic than Emma keeping her mitts off the fresh muffins. It's the final days of the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Like the Summit, now only $332.49. Check out any Doctor's Choice Hybrid and save $100. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Plus, no interest until January 2028, and free shipping. But hurry, the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there. You know, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
So I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but U.S. Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
Get any phone free when you switch.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
I've tried to meditate with Kelly before, and I'll look over and she's going, this is so stupid.
I like it nice and noisy.
Oh, okay.
Next live, Ken Jeong and Jennifer Nettles.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
6:42. Riley's going to have a look at your forecast in just a bit, but we got to read this story. One dog in Philadelphia is being rewarded for preventing what could have been an explosive situation. Now, this is Kobe, the 4-year-old husky. Last month, his owner, Chanel Bell, noticed that he was digging a hole in the yard, which he has never done before. Then a week later, he started digging in the same place.
So Bell checked it out with a gas detection device and realized he was smelling a low-pressure gas leak. She called the gas company and got it fixed and then shared the story on social media. Bell also wrote a book about what happened, and PETA caught wind of the story. The organization is now giving Kobe a heroic dog award. Definitely deserving of that.
Yeah. We were just talking about your mom has a Chihuahua,
yes.
right? I have a Chihuahua. And I don't know if they're as smart as a husky.
No. Well, let's take a live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. Your first alert weather forecast, that's coming up, but we've got fog across the region.
Also ahead, new video shows the terrifying moment a massive wave hit a U.S. military base on a remote island in the Pacific. 6:44, we're back right after this.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. That's right, only $15 a month per line. It's our best price on unlimited mobile. Switch now and save over $1,400 for the first year with Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you. With Spectrum Mobile, you get a fast, reliable 5G network that millions of customers rely on. And you get the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited data to stream all day and the freedom to text and talk all you want. Plus nationwide 5G at no additional cost. All this for $15 a line with no added taxes or hidden fees. Start saving over $1,400 on your mobile bill now. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Valley Nissan is your new Nissan Rogue headquarters. Over 25 new Rogues to choose from, all on the lot and clearly marked with low sale prices. Drive home a new 2023 Rogue for as low as $27,990. And listen to this, interest rates as low as 0%. So why wait? Price, selection, and low APR financing. The time to buy is now. The place to buy is Valley Nissan. So come see us today. Valley Nissan is your new Rogue headquarters.
Do you experience persistent hand pain, numbness, or discomfort? Prosser Memorial Health Board Certified Orthopedic Surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel specializes in advanced procedures including endoscopic carpal tunnel release and trigger finger release. Relieve hand discomfort with expert care and call Prosser Orthopedic Center today at 509-786-5599 to schedule an appointment. This is how we care.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
A small historic town in Idaho's Bitterroot Mountains.
It's really unparalleled. 2 ski resorts are 15 minutes away from here.
Wallace.
The entire city's on the National Register of Historic Places.
Fly the Northwest.
Just take a look around. It's gorgeous.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're seeing quite a lot of this fog out right now, so if you're going to be driving in this, make sure to be aware there's patchy fog impacting potentially your drive today. We've got a little bit of rain on the way for your day today. Visibility once again impacted by that fog. More rain, potentially some snow heading our way tomorrow. So let's take a look at our radar this morning. Some rain snow mix heading across mostly the Yakima Valley so far. Heading into Hermiston and the Prosser area so far this morning. We've got some more little showers on the way for your day, but let's take a look at this visibility map. Mostly centered around the Tri-Cities. It's lightening up around the Ellensburg area right now, but impacting the Tri-Cities a lot, Walla Walla a lot. The National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory until noon today. Let's take a look at our future cast. We've got a lot of cloudy conditions, sprinkled showers heading across our morning today, mostly centered in Walla Walla this morning, but as we make our way through Tuesday and get into Wednesday, we see some clearing before all of this movement heads across the region by Wednesday morning. So lots of showers coming for your day tomorrow morning, but we'll talk more about Wednesday when we get to Wednesday. So then we got some more showers popping around the areas, mostly hanging out in the mountainous zones, the Blues, the Cascades for your Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Let's take a look at our current temps. We're just above the freezing level, so pretty chilly, warmer than we were this time last weekend. We're warming up just a little bit over the course of the next couple of days, and upper 30s, lower 40s for your day today in the Yakima Valley. Upper 30s and even a 40 there in Hermiston for the mid-Columbia, and in the Blue Mountain region we're seeing the lower 40s. So once again, just a little warmer than we saw yesterday. If we look at our conditions for tonight, wet conditions picking up overnight just at or below the freezing level across the entire region this evening. On our 7-day forecast, overcast today, more rain, snow mix picking up over the next couple of days into the end of the weekend. Starting our weekend, overnight lows just below freezing in Yakima. In the Tri-Cities, showery conditions picking up tomorrow, tapering off towards the end of the week, possibly picking back up for your Saturday. Overnight lows sticking at or around the freezing level. And if we take a look in the Blue Mountain region and Walla Walla, more wintry mix coming today into tomorrow and the next couple of days. Overnight lows staying just above the freezing level. Picking up our conditions on that warming trend until we get to this weekend and the start of next week, but we've got to get through today and the rest of this week first. So remember, we've got that fog warning today until noon, and once again, light showers today, more picking up tomorrow. Have a fantastic Tuesday. I'll send it back to Austin.
All right, Riley, thank you. Yeah, be wary of that fog. All right, if you're not by your TV or your screen, get to it. Check this out. It's a dramatic scene at a U.S. military base, a rogue wave slamming ashore, causing damage and destruction. Experts warn that we could soon be seeing more of this kind of damage. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
Keep the door closed. Whoa!
New video shows the terrifying moment a massive wave hit a U.S. military base on a remote island in the Pacific.
Bert, you good? You good?
The force of the water ripping the doors from their hinges, taking 2 people with them. Those inside climbed on tables, clinging to anything they could reach. Moments later, a second wave rushes in, knocking out windows. Thankfully, only minor injuries were reported, but the Army says at least a third of the base, located in the Marshall Islands in the heart of the Pacific, was flooded.
This is going to go down in Quadras history books as one of its most challenging times ever in its 80-year history. We will get through this, and we are settling in for a marathon of recovery ahead.
The tiny nation is on the front lines of climate change due to rising sea levels and more frequent storms. A Pentagon study has warned increases in sea level will result in greater wave-driven run-up and island flooding, threatening the fresh water supply as soon as 2035. ABC News traveled to the capital in 2018 to see mitigation efforts firsthand, including new concrete seawalls. But one local official had this warning for the rest of the world when it comes to the dangers of our changing climate.
We may go first, but you're next.
Allie with the story. We will be right back with your morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, here's what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, driving on black ice.
Oh my God!
Videos like these becoming a dangerous reality across the country as ice covers the roads. More than 1,300 people in the U.S. die every year on snowy, slushy, or icy roads. More than 100,000 are injured. So what should you do when you hit a patch of ice? Our Matt Gutman teamed up with Team O'Neill Rally School in 2022 to learn how to drive on an icy road safely.
So you don't want to brake and turn. The car's not going to be able to handle it. So what you want to do is think about doing one of those things at a time. Brake, then turn. I'm braking, but now I'm looking where I want to go, and I'm able to swerve out of the way.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more expert tips and the demonstration you need to see to stay safe on these slick roads. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Look where you want to go. You got this, buddy. You got it.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler, Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
The big interview. Don't be nervous. You took classes from Yale and Google.
You ready?
You're more than ready. So let's do this. With over 5,000 courses and degrees from world-class institutions on Coursera. Learn without limits.
I was drowning in debt.
I had over $36,000 in debt.
If I would have just made the minimum payments, it would have taken me 59 years to pay off.
National Debt Relief can significantly reduce the amount you owe.
National Debt Relief reduced my debt by over $27,000.
With National Debt Relief, you have a powerful team that knows how to talk to your creditors.
National Debt Relief, they got me out of debt.
Call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
Now, the morning sprint.
6:54, good morning. We're going to get to Riley with your first alert forecast in a moment. But first, here's a quick look at your top stories if you're just waking up. Snow removal is becoming more of a hot topic recently, and the large snowfall means that it is more difficult to clean up. However, it's not always clear who's responsible for the removal. According to the Yakima Valley Landlords Association, who's responsible really depends on where you live. The main roads are the city's responsibility, while businesses and homeowners are responsible for their own sidewalks. But the legal responsibility for snow removal gets a little unclear when it comes to rentals. We'll keep you posted. On January 18th, around 2:40 in the afternoon, officers responded to a weapons complaint at the 700 block of West Vineyard Drive in Kennewick. According to police, officers learned two groups of juvenile males had began to physically fight in the parking lot. During the fight, one person drew a gun and two people fought with him over it, causing it to fire. There were no injuries reported related to the discharged firearm, and the party associated with the firearm fled prior to the arrival of officers. And a 19-year-old Harriman has been pled guilty to the murder of a teenage girl in Toppenish back in April of 2022. As part of the plea agreement, Silas James admitted that he shot and killed a 15-year-old girl with a pistol after an argument over money as she was standing unarmed in the doorway of a home in Toppenish. James has been pleading guilty to second-degree murder and assault with a dangerous weapon. He's scheduled for sentencing on March the 26th. When Good Morning Northwest started at about 5 o'clock, it was very foggy. Riley, not as bad now.
Yes, so we've definitely got some fog hanging out in our areas. Humidity has gone down from 100% to 96%, but we've got a dense fog advisory until noon today heading across most of our region. So what's ahead? We've got some impacted visibility due to this fog, some rain for your day today, and more on the way for your day tomorrow. So wet roads today, as we see on our satellite, Some rain and snow mix is coming down today, but should be heading out of our area more towards the afternoon. More is on the way, as I said, coming up tomorrow. For our visibility map, we see the Tri-Cities is most heavily impacted, a little bit in Cle Elum as well, and otherwise in mostly the 20-30% range. Walla Walla's looking good with 60%, but again, fog can change at a moment's notice. Let's take a look at our highs for today. Upper 30s, lower 40s across our entire region. Have a fantastic Tuesday. I'll send it back to Austin.
Riley, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Good Morning America is next. I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news.